Hey everybody, it's Rama Creates, and I am back with a new game called This Bed We Made. Now, this is a new indie game. I've seen some really good YouTubers play, well, at least one of my YouTubers that I like recently. And it looks like a very interesting game, so I think I'm going to give it a shot and see what we can do, on my end. But it's like a mystery game where you're solving puzzles and stuff. So I'm going to make this my other new series to play along with Resident Evil and finishing other stuff up. This game takes account of all your actions, including the ones you decide not to take. These choices will determine your fate and the fates of others around you. Oh, love this. Proceed with caution. Yes, I know. The choice stuff. Service Day Police Post 22 Montreal. This must be in Canada. In Quebec, actually, probably. Oh.
Come on now, miss. Let's keep moving.
So I guess we're being taken to the police station to be questioned for something. Oh my god.
It's on your right.
I love this.
Here.
No, I'm usually in charge of the second and third.
So each maid has her assigned floors?
Yes, exactly.
How do you turn the... Oh, wait.
On the fifth floor last week.
Well, the usual girl, Sophie.
I can't...
She had to take some time off. So Linda, that governor, asked me to cover for her.
I don't know how to...
Does this man look familiar to you?
Hold on.
We're almost there.
Look closely. Take your time. So, back to you. That's all you were doing there.
Here we are. Good luck.
Oh boy. Sounds like someone else was getting in.
It's all yours, sir.
Sofie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clarendon for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No, not yet. I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
No father?
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Oh boy.
Au parc La Fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons qui les entraînent au cœur des buissons où elles étreignent l'amour en saison qui les enchaîne dans un tourbillon de vrais poèmes car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs.
It's like a television show or a movie.
Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos
Good, that music was getting loud.
Admin's done. Now just a bit of tidying up, and I can go on break.
La fontaine qui dans tes grands yeux fit naître un jour la plus belle chanson.
Oh, you actually get to clean. Holy crap, I like that.
Good enough.
Te souviens-tu de cet émoi descendant nos âmes
I like that. If only making the bed was that
Nothing
easy.
like a well-made bed.
à la fontaine, pas plus que c'est bon lorsqu'on l'aime, et c'est la chanson qui nous entraîne dans le vieux buisson, comme aux anciennes et douces saisons, qui nous entraîne dans le tourbillon de vrais poèmes, car dans ces frissons naissent
Oh, I like that.
That's a lot of money to owe.
Oh,
Just
wow.
what did you get yourself involved in?
la vie
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Mapleson, regretful as we are to resort to these lines of communication, our client and your neighbor, the owner of 88 32nd Street, has been ultimately evasive of our many attempts to reach out and collect our due debts, specifically an amount owed to us to the sum of $1,904.75. He has given us little recourse but to contact him through those in close proximity to him in the hopes that they can deliver a message on our behalf. We have little desire to disturb you and the other fine citizens of 32nd Street, but our business may bring us back to your neighborhood if it's not resolved quickly. The help of your kind community would be greatly appreciated, and certainly your neighbor. Kindly, Lucky Coin Financing. Oh. Must be loan sharks. I'm turning that off. I can't clean it. What the heck? I can't do that. What the heck? Come on. Like, what do these people do to make it so dirty?
And voila. Good as new.
No? Okay. So, why can't I clean that? Please clean this room. Open, you mean close. What the heck? What is that? Oh, me.
You brought your own mug? Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary.
The Petite Regale. I like that. That song is getting very catchy. Date of acknowledgement, January 16th, 1958. Date of initial loan, January 2nd, 1957. Initial amped of $1,500, $1,500, amp due, $3,500. Oh gosh. On the date of the initial loan, the lender agreed to lend an amount of money sum of $1,500 to the borrower under 12 months calculated from the time of initial loan. The borrower was obliged to pay interest at the rate of 15% per annum. The total sum of said interest to be paid together with capital sum of the granted loan by the loan's period end, with the loan reaching its conclusion on July 2nd, 1957. The borrower was expected to repay full amount owed. Failure to do so were prompt actions. Oh, lovely. Huh. Interesting. Somebody's in trouble. You know me, you know my family. You've had A seat at our bar since the day we opened in 49. You're more than a friend to us, and you're practically family. And while friends are polite to each other, family deserves more. Family deserves honesty. As such, I want to be as direct as possible in letting you know that you're down to your last chance. The 83.80 you owe us plus 25 interest is now 8 months overdue. My patience is worn thin. This isn't like one of your unpaid bar tabs. You came to us for help, and help always comes at a price. We've opened our pockets to you time and time again, and all you've done is take advantage of our goodwill and generosity. We'll come over in person to make our collection tomorrow. I'll be bringing along the boys so we can all sit down and have a little chat, but just so you know, they aren't too good with words. Loan sharks.
Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Okay, why are you taking so long? There we go. That was room 504. Alright, so where are we going now?
Have you heard about that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere. Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
What a bunch of hussies.
This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
No, I realized I was blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see.
Well, that didn't sound good at all. And she left her keys. Alright. Let's see.
Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you?
Probably.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie. Now's not the time to pick up smoking, Sophie.
Nope.
This leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse.
Yeah, I hope not. Ooh, what in the world? 19 arrested in deviant raid. Montreal police arrested 19 persons in the early Saturday raid at Mannix Lounge, located on Stanley Street, downtown Montreal. The establishment, owned by Emmanuel Laliberte, is known as a known hangout for sex deviants. Oh my gosh, really? They're going with that route. A Montreal city employee, a court official, and 2 teachers were among those seized, according to official reports. Lieutenant Sylvain, I can't read that, Gilbolt says he plans to send letters to schools employing the arrested teachers. School principals, parents, and fellow teachers should prevent such people from being in close contact with youngsters. He said it is everyone's responsibility to protect our children. Where have I heard that before?
Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did draw the short straw.
Yeah.
Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
Right. Let's see.
They weren't kissing this time. They were fighting.
Oh,
boy.
This is entertaining. I mean, oh no, why?
I'm not completely sure, but it sounded like Linda had something to do with it.
Ugh, that bitch.
Whoa.
Beth!
Trust me, she deserves it.
I don't get why everyone hates her so much. Linda's always nice to me.
To you, maybe, but she's just the worst to every girl she perceives as a threat.
A threat? A threat to what?
I don't know. Her place as Bernard's right hand, I suppose.
So, you're saying I'm not a threat?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Linda thinks that, but that's her mistake.
Yeah.
I know there's more to you than meets the eye.
Oh,
Where have I seen that before, too?
thanks. So, you said you needed me? My help, I mean.
Oh, right. Wanna guess why?
I'm guessing there's something I have to clean?
Obviously. But what is it?
Did a kid throw up again?
God, no. Did that happen recently?
Yeah, last week. I can still smell it. Feel it, too. While I was cleaning, some of it got...
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Ew.
Keep talking and you'll be cleaning up after me, too.
Ugh.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you'll be glad to know it's nothing gross this time. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
Oh, lovely.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I like the voice acting for this. So nice. Alright. So, okay. Cute.
Okay, let's get that mop from the supply closet.
Best banter. Even if it's only a few minutes out of my day, my chats with Beth are always a highlight. She called me up to clean a mess made by one of our guests, which gave us a chance to catch up. I don't think I met someone who can make conversations seem so effortless. Beth has a witty response for everything. It's too bad maids aren't usually allowed in the lobby. Chatting with her every day would be a great start to my morning. Trouble in Paradise. I overheard Wendy and Jacques arguing in the break room. From what the sounds of it, Linda got to Jacques' head and convinced him that Wendy was flirting with some of our guests. I couldn't believe it. Anyone who's been around them for more than a minute can see how much Wendy loves Jacques, and she would never do that to him. Some days I'm convinced the Clarington Hotel is haunted. And it's not that I believe in ghosts normally, but there have been too many incidents for me to rule out the possibility completely. Just this morning I was waiting for the elevator on the 5th floor when I heard a loud bang behind me. It sounded like someone's shutting a door, but with more force than I've ever heard a person use. I looked around, but there was no one to be seen. Am I just imagining things? Oh, see, I've got characters. Beth has been the hotel's receptionist for as long as I can remember. In fact, hers was the first face that welcomed me when I took my first step inside the Clarington. She knows this place like the back of her hand. Beth can be fiery, which doesn't win her much love from Bernard, but most guests adore her from her magnetic personality, and that's something Bernard can plainly see. We don't get the chance to chat as often as I like, but when we do, it's always a blast. I only wish I had half of her wit so I could entertain her as much as she entertains me. Bernard is the Clarington's manager, the big boss. He spends most of his days locked in his office and doesn't like the maids roaming around outside of their posts, so our paths don't cross often. Lately, he's been hell-bent on getting the hotel back in shape, whatever that means, and there have been a lot of changes around here as a result. He's enforcing employee rules more strictly than ever, and dropping God knows how much money on renovations. The stress is practically radiating off of him. Linda is the Clarington's governess, Bernard's second in command, and it's easy to see why she rules over the maids with an iron fist. She's always ready to enforce Bernard's latest rules to the letter. Most of them hate her for this, but my feelings are a bit more mixed. For whatever reason, she seems to have a soft spot for me. The same cannot be said for Wendy, unfortunately. It's like she's made it her life's mission to break up Wendy and Jacques' relationship, and I'm worried that her latest efforts may have succeeded. Wendy is a waitress at the hotel's restaurant. She and her best friend Yvette were hired together, and they used to be inseparable until 3 or 4 months ago. It's no coincidence that this was probably around the time Wendy started dating Jacques, the bellboy, whom she's now happily engaged. That is, depending on who you ask. Linda seems to think that Wendy is the Clarington's residence flirt. Sure, she's popular with the guests and collects the most tips by far, but I've always chalked up the same thing that has drawn me to her, that warm smile that just radiates kindness. Linda's not convinced, though, and seems to have taken it upon herself to expose Wendy for who she really is, right? Jealous much? Jacques is one of the Clarington's bellboys. I don't know much about him. He's even more shy than I am, barely looking up at guests when carrying their luggage. People like us just need someone to bring us out of our shells, and apparently for Jacques, that person is Wendy. He's like a completely different person around her. He lights up, laughs, and even cracks jokes. I was so happy that he found Wendy, and even happier that when he proposed. They're like the Clarington's very own Janet and Tony. But it seems their engagement is in peril thanks to Linda's meddling. Stand strong, Jacques. Don't fall for her manipulations. Family. So, Mom always means well, but life hasn't dealt her the best hand of cards. She doesn't talk to me very much about her time as a nurse during the war, but I always wondered what kind of person she was before that harrowing chapter of her life. It's just the two of us at home. Mom's had bad luck with keeping jobs, and she finds it hard to be around people, so she stays home most of the time, or at least she's never missed an episode of The Wild Orchard. On her good days, she can manage on her own, but her bad days, well, I do my best to be there for her. Left when I was 2 years old. Haven't heard from him since. Mom doesn't say much, so I stopped asking. Oh, okay. So, let's go through here.
Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it.
You can be divorced against your will. Women and children suffer most in divorce. You lose your succession rights in divorce. The wife's pension rights are lost in divorce. You lose your right to a family home in divorce. Ugh. Who cares? If they want a divorce, let them.
Jacques, leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda!
I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
You don't seem to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I'm sorry, I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm just... I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
No, Beth called me. A guest knocked over a vase and made a mess in the lobby.
Yeah, I saw that catastrophe happen. Just what we need, huh?
Well, I'd rather be doing that than cleaning the reception hall with Nicole.
Oof. Yeah, I don't even want to see the state of the place after this weekend. I know chocolate fountains are for dipping, but I didn't expect to find someone's shoe in there.
Yeah.
How?
No idea.
That's weird.
You must see plenty of weird stuff too, right?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest's room?
A few months ago, I found stacks of pennies in a room's toilet. Like, a lot of them.
What?
And when I got to the bed, the pillowcases were filled with pennies as well. I'm still not sure if that guest simply had a strange way of leaving a tip.
Maybe it was a penny robbery. Oh, I better go help Beth. It's hell here with the snowstorm.
It's okay.
True.
I need to,
Yeah, all right. Take care.
You too.
As if it wasn't enough having to deal with endless letters of advice from Raymond.
Raymond? What does he want?
He wants you to lower room prices. Make sure the hotel stays accessible to everyone.
Oh, I can hardly believe you two are from the same family. In the States, you'd be sent to jail for those communist ideas.
Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited.
Right. Now, where is... There's no mop. I don't see it. Oh, that's the mop. Duh. Duh. Andrew's ambush. Oops, so Andrew caught me eavesdropping on Bernard and Linda, who was once again complaining about Wendy. Thankfully, he didn't make a big deal out of it. He doesn't seem to kind of judge. He's actually quite nice, easy to talk to, fun to tease, and funny in his own quiet way. I hope I'll get a chance to talk to him more. I get the sense that there's a lot more to him than he willingly shows. Andrew is the concierge and receptionist for Clarington. He's intelligent, professional, kind, and well-mannered, which easily makes him Bernard's favorite, but he knows how to have fun when no one's looking. Whenever I see him, he's either dashing off his latest errand or burying himself in a book, so we haven't had a lot of chances to socialize at length. But when we do, though, it always feels like easy, like talking to someone perfectly attuned to your wavelength. Maybe I should ask him for some book recommendations. It would be nice to have more reasons to talk to him. Bobby is the head chef at the Clarington's kitchen. He takes care of all the restaurant orders and meals ordered through room service. I love walking by the kitchen doors any chance I get just to enjoy the smells of whatever Bobby's cooking up. But linger too long and you'll get an earful or worse. I don't want to spend another afternoon cleaning macaroni out of my hair.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll have a word with our kitchen staff to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Well...
What? If you're using a mop, you shouldn't be using a rag.
A film roll? The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him. Ew. I better throw that away. There's still some junk lying around.
How do you... Oh, right.
Now I just put the leaves back in the vase, and it'll be like nothing ever happened.
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly, that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... no, that's very unlikely.
So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
Well, you're welcome to speak to my
505.
manager if you'd like. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to talk to you. Well, for that, you'd have to talk to my manager's manager. Would you like to contact him? Sadly, he doesn't have a phone.
Lost and
He's in
found.
an
While cleaning up the mess in the lobby, I found a roll of film on the ground. I'm guessing whoever knocked over the vase must have dropped it. With Beth's help, maybe I can figure out who it belongs
So
to
first I suggest
and return
finding
it
a nice
to
little corner
their
where
room.
you can
We usually
kneel
keep most
down,
lost
all
items
right?
at the front
Then
desk.
you clasp your
But
hands
bringing it
together
back,
and think really hard about just how much you want the snowstorm to end.
bringing back myself
It
only
may
take a
help
few
to
minutes out of my
repeat
day
his
might
name, too.
put me a few steps closer to the employee of the month.
G-O-D. I'm sure he'll be very sympathetic to you.
Beth said the guest was a Mr. Spade. The film roll probably belongs to him. I should be able to find his room in the logbook.
I'm dead serious. If anyone can make the snowstorm end, it's him.
I like her sense of humor over there, Beth. She's funny.
Where am I going? I need to get back to the logbook and find Mr. Spade's room number.
I found it, but what am I supposed to do?
Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way.
True. Nice. Floor 5.
Hold it, please.
Oh.
Phew, made it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the
Puddle
leak,
patrol, you
but
clean the puddles
it's probably
by the
safer this
restrooms
way.
and prevent Andrew
Someone
from
could have slipped
slipping.
on it.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th. Thanks.
What's the big rush?
I need to bring this to our VIP guest, the one who rented the entire floor.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about? He's sort of a celebrity, isn't he?
He sure acts like one. I wouldn't want to be that poor assistant he keeps shouting at.
I wish I was assigned to clean his room. Can you imagine the weird things I'd find?
Be careful what you wish for. I wouldn't be surprised if the man kept a few skeletons in his closet.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity. I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Can't you at least give me a hint?
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
Wait. Is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
It's room 505. I wonder if there's a way to save the... yes there is. Okay. So I think that's where I will cut it off for now. We're going to save. New cut. create a new save. And I think that's all I'm going to do today for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. Comment down below what you want to see me play next. And go to my community tab to see updates, polls, and the weekly schedule. Ooh, sorry, I had to stretch. We're almost to 500. We're getting close. We're like 3 away. Hopefully we make it by the end of the year. If not, we'll get it next year. Then that's fine. Final Fantasy will be continuing for people who have asked. I will be playing more of the actual gameplay for the first game to complete things, and then be starting the next one when the holidays end, after my guests have left, you know, for the holiday season. And then that way we can start fresh in the new year, because I want to make sure you guys, you know, have a good holiday season as well. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.